Across South Australia, our summer heat brings with it the very real risk of bushfires, and we all know the devastation these events can cause to lives, property, animals and communities. That's why when it comes to bushfire prevention, preparation is vital. Thankfully, there are some great organisations out there working hard to keep us all safe. Trees and power lines are never a good mix. At the front line of keeping these well apart is SA Power Networks. Head of Network Operations, Sam Oosterholt, is always keen to talk about the importance of the work they do.
At SA Power Networks, bushfire safety is really important to us. We run a full year-round program that addresses bushfire safety, and it's divided into 3 sections. So our first part is all about inspecting the asset. We look at the power lines and we look for electrical defects, and we also look for vegetation that might be growing inside the power line clearance. So aerial surveillance is really important to us. We would patrol about 80% of the network, or about 60,000 kilometres, by helicopter, and we can even extend that to some of our drone fleet as well. We're out all year round, we inspect all seasons, and we trim trees all seasons as well.
Never stop?
Never stop.
And what's SA Power Networks' role during total fireban days?
Well, Kim, we roll out protection devices that are state-of-the-art, and they're designed to operate immediately if there's ever an issue. We also have a 24/7 network operations centre monitoring the network in case there is a risk.
And when it comes to the trimming, you personally don't do the trimming of the trees, your contractor?
We have active tree services who help us with our patrols and the trimming of the trees. It's really important to have someone with the arborist expertise, but also understands the safety of working near power lines.
Another organisation helping maintain bushfire safety throughout South Australia are SA Power Networks' vegetation management contractor, Active Tree Services. Their operations manager for SA, Josh Hoskins, is the ideal person to tell us more. G'day, Josh.
Hi Kim, how are you?
Cool, you got your work cut out for you here.
Yeah, this is a high bushfire risk area, so the vegetation clearance is a lot larger than some areas such like the metropolitan in the city. Currently we approximately have 40 cutting crews around the state, and that's everywhere from Kangaroo Island through to the southeast, and even at the moment we're over in the west coast.
So what are you looking to do in terms of trimming around these power lines?
Yeah, the legislation states the clearances that we need to maintain.
So how far away from the actual lines are you trimming back?
In this particular span length, we need to maintain 5 metres away from the power lines. Our scopers going around the network looking for any infringements into what's called the clearance zone. Anything found that's either in the clearance zone or going to grow in prior to the next inspection is put in as a job for us to maintain prior to the bushfire season.
There must be some challenges that are put up for you.
Yeah, our challenges are we cut everywhere that a power line runs. The reason that we maintain what can be seen as quite large distances is to make sure that on those catastrophic days we have that large clearance to make sure no tree comes in contact with power lines, and that's either from a falling branch or in contact just through from perimeter.
Knowing we have organisations like SA Power Networks, Active Tree Services and the South Australian Country Fire Service all working to help maintain our safety is very reassuring. Of course, we all, especially those in bushfire-prone areas, have a responsibility to listen to their advice when it comes to planning and preparing for fire. Head to the CFS website for loads of helpful and practical information. And with SA Power Networks currently working on their reset engagement for 2025 to 2030, there's a lot to consider and talk about when it comes to South Australia's energy future, including bushfire prevention. To be part of that discussion, simply head to the Talking Power website.